It's not looking good, bro. It's actually not good. And I don't know. Are we gonna preview, by the way, the game for the weekend? Because I know they do go away. Sorry, they host Arsenal at home.
Yeah, we can get into that in a moment. There is something that I saw. I think I saw it today. I need to make
First,
sure.
it's announced Xavi as well, man.
Yeah, Xavi has been announced. By you know what's funny? Their caption is Tottenham called and he answered. A little bit of tongue in cheek there. To be fair, one thing about social media nowadays, the clubs are a bit funny now. You know what I mean? I saw Bayer Leverkusen for the draw for the Champions League saying, "Well, I hope we don't get Grimsby." I'm like, as much as it hurts, United fan, that is funny, man. That is funny. But I saw something about Mark Gay today, and it was essentially saying, "There we go." It was by Samuel McBell, and he said Crystal Palace working on signing 2 centre backs ahead of sanctioning Mark Gay's move to Liverpool. Gay won't sign a new deal, and Palace reluctant to let him leave for nothing next summer. So it looks like Liverpool are going to sign a centre back, and it will be Mark Gay, and that's a top signing in my opinion, especially for the fee they're going to get him for. What, maybe 40 million max, maybe even less than that. So yeah, I think Liverpool are addressing some of the defense, but they do need some work. Kirkus hasn't hit the ground running. Konate, obviously, I don't know what's up with Konate. His mind's not fully there yet. Maybe the Madrid stuff played with him, and then you got.
He just hasn't been good for a while, bro. I'll be honest. Yeah. The whole Real Madrid thing, I feel like people are just lying to themselves. He hasn't been good in a while right now.
And then you got and then Frimpong's injured, so they need to find a way to settle.
It's a good signing in the right direction, but I think they need more, bro. I think this backline is actually worse than I thought it is. Or they probably just need someone who's a little bit more defensive minded. Because as good as Gravenberch is, you got to remember he's not really a DM. He's like more of an 8. He likes to pick up the ball, run with the ball, dribble with the ball. He's a good player. But he's not like like an out and out DM that comes in, protects your back line. I think that's what they're struggling with. And I think this season, if anything, these indications so far, these first 2 games, showed us that they're going to score a lot of goals. And with Isak, that's going to even more goals. What's going to happen on the other end, bro? Because I'll be honest, as much as people think I always cook Arsenal, the way this Arsenal team defends, I can't lie, bro. They look way, way more serious with that backline than Liverpool do. Because they barely concede any goals and they barely concede any chances. And I actually think, since we're talking about it, I actually think Arsenal are going to embarrass them this weekend. I'm predicting an Arsenal embarrassment to Liverpool. No, I swear, I'm not even joking. I think Liverpool are going to get embarrassed by because they're in Anfield, right? I think Arsenal are going to embarrass them. I don't know. By embarrassment, by the way, it doesn't mean they're going to beat them like 5-0. It might be like a very dominant 1-2-0. You know what I'm saying?
I think they're actually embarrassing and expose them, essentially. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I think they're going to show levels. The only thing that sucks for Arsenal that there's no Saka. And what's his name? Eze's debuting. So there's a little bit of shakiness there. Obviously, a front line that's not at its best, and someone's debuting. Obviously, it takes time to adapt to a new team. So that might be the shaky part. In terms of midfield and back line.
They don't need Saka no more. I've been seeing clips of Madueke now cooking Liverpool. You know, they were showing clips of him cooking Liverpool when he played for Chelsea. But these are the same guys.
Why do you do this? Why do you do this? Here we go, man. Here, let me put Stephen A. Smith again.
Now Madueke's that guy now. Now Madueke's that guy.
I saw a clip of him beating Kirkus when he played for Bournemouth and stuff. People they said what's gonna happen, and I'm just like, guys, relax for like 2 moments.
When he was doing that here, it's look at him, look how shit he is. This is what they do, bro. This is what they do, man.
Nah,
what do they do, by the way, without Saka? Because I haven't really had this conversation with anyone yet. So no Saka for about a month.
Yeah,
part of it is the international break, so he's not playing for 2 weeks. So they're not playing for 2 weeks.
True. That's a very good point.
He missed 2 Premier League games, basically.
So yeah, I don't think we're that bad. I don't feel bad. I think Madueke for 2 games on the right side is not. It's not the worst thing in the world, you know.
Listen, I'm thinking about this. Eze, Gyökeres, and Madueke. Now that's not ideal. But bro, did you guys see how Liverpool get exposed on the transition? Gyökeres, listen, he looks like he runs in Timberlands, don't get me wrong. But on the transition, him running, Eze running, I'm not gonna lie, I see goals there. I generally see goals there.
But surely this week, I think they're gonna prep for that. Man, because
how do you prep against that with that backline that they have?
The first, bro, drop back a little bit. Drop that line back a little bit, man. I've seen Slot adapt. I remember when we played them at Anfield, like, bro, these guys were trying to get us on the counter. They were literally sitting back, you know, every time we lost the ball, they're countering us. And that's how they ended up beating us. But if you remember what Slot came out and said after the game, he said, bro, this is the best team that we've played so far, right? So he's got to adapt a little bit because right now they're looking a bit shaky. They've got no Frimpong at right back. Obviously, Kirkes is looking a bit shaky right now as well.
You know, Eze is going to be running at like Szoboszlai or something.
Say that again?
Szoboszlai going to, Eze is going to be running at Szoboszlai. Like, that's not even a defender. Like, that should be an easy debut for him in terms of like going at a defender.
Against Newcastle, so maybe he's fit enough to start.
Yeah, they might start Bradley for this one.
True,
so
that would be.
You're right. Like against Bournemouth, they're being run through. Obviously, like McAllister and Gravenberch haven't even played together yet this season, which was a big miss when they played against was it Bournemouth the first game of the season. It was a big hole in the middle, right? So I don't think it's gonna be I don't think it's easy to say what team's gonna win. I definitely think Arsenal right now have a good chance of winning the game, but they still need to go in there with the mentality of winning, bro. You're at Anfield at the end of the day. You're at Anfield, bro. So it's still gonna be tough.
This is gonna definitely.
But you gotta remember, bro. Arsenal haven't lost a top 6 game. Sorry, KJ. They haven't lost a top 6 game since that 4-1 beating, by the way, to City. That was 2 years ago.
But they haven't beaten Liverpool at Anfield since 2012. Roms was saying yesterday, bro.
It might be the time. I can't lie to you.
They're in great form against the top 6, no doubt. But I think this game is gonna. It's definitely attack versus defense in terms of can Liverpool's attack deal with Arsenal's defense, because we've seen we know Liverpool's defense is a bit exposed right now. It's not their perfect lineup, and you obviously you got Eze coming in, you got Madueke, Gyökeres, so we know Arsenal's attack can do something. But can Salah, Ekitike, and Gakpo do something against that back line? I think they can.
You know what, Ekitike, but that's gonna be a tough test for him, bro. I can't lie. Yeah. I like Ekitike. You know that's my guy. I call him Wemby for a reason. But going against Gabriel, it might be the first time he blanks this season. I can't lie. He's going to be eaten up by these two monsters. Salah, you know Salah can give something out of nothing. This guy has stinkers for 90 minutes and he comes up. I think he had a stinker against who? Newcastle, and he comes up with that assist in the last minute. Yeah. Just who he is as a player. Gakpo on, if it's, what's his name? Timber. I think that's easy money for Timber. I can't lie, bro. You said it perfectly. It's attack versus defense. And I'm just going to have to go with the defense. I think if there's a team that's going to shut down this Liverpool attack, it's going to be this Arsenal team. And I generally do think they could do it this week. I generally do.
I think there's goals in this game. I think it'll be a draw.
It better not be a dead game, man. I can read a draw as well. I can read a draw as well.
I predict an Arsenal win. Call me crazy. I actually think they win.
What I will say, though, is if Arsenal take the lead, like what they did 3 years ago now, remember at Anfield, when they're winning 2-0, I don't see Liverpool coming back if that happens this time around, because defensively, like what Staffy's saying, they're pattern, right? But you could definitely rattle these guys. I'm
not saying it's one way, but whatsoever. It's definitely going to be a close game. But I'm looking at who has the biggest weaknesses right now. When I look at this Liverpool backline, now they're not going against a great attack yet. They scored 5 past leads, but fair. I mean, Saka's still not there. Gyökeres still getting his rhythm going, and as I said, Eze debut. So it's not a perfect attack running right now. They're not a well-oiled machine. But I'm seeing Konate 2-3 mistakes every game right now, and there's games where Van Dijk is gonna do what he did last game, which is like everything that comes to the box, he's just gonna clear it, head it out. He's gonna be on it. But there's games where like Konate is gonna make a mistake and he's not gonna get Van Dijk to cover his ass. I'm seeing Konate, bro, losing that header. I forgot that duel he went against when Newcastle scored in the last minute. He lost his aerial duel to whatever attacker that was. The game before, he made about 3 mistakes. 2 of them, I think, led to goals. Konate is literally a disaster right now. He's struggling to win duels on the floor and in the air in the games. He's making a lot of mistakes. So it's like I'm looking at him and I'm like, how many times is Van Dijk going to bail you out this season? And is he going to bail you out when you're going against Eze and Gyökeres? All you need, by the way, is to give Gyökeres, just give Gyökeres some space. We seen what he did last game. Just run, cut to your right, and shoot. That's just his trademark. So we give him that space, which I know Liverpool will afford. I know that's easy for him. I actually think Gyökeres is going to play better in the big games than the smaller games, because he's not going to go against a low block. He's going to struggle against low blocks because he's not that technical. But when you give him space and he's running at Konate or he's running at Van Dijk, I honestly do see goals coming in for Arsenal. So that's why I keep saying I think it's going to be an embarrassment. I will, KJ, here's my prediction. Yeah. The match reaction is going to get so giddy because you're going to have Arsenal winning. People like Igao, every Arsenal positive fan is going to come here and tell you guys and say, we told you guys we are favorites for the league more than Liverpool. And I think it's actually going to be like, we're probably going to have a conversation if that happens. Are now Arsenal solidified as favorites to the league after they embarrassed, in my prediction at least, they embarrassed Liverpool in their home ground? That's generally my scenario. I think that scenario is going to happen.
Fair enough. Okay, guys, what do you guys think in the comments? Put your score predictions in the chat. I'm gonna go with a big 3-3. I think we're gonna have a good game. Don, what
3-3. Goddamn.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I'm gonna say 2-2.
Yeah, what are you saying? What are you saying, Staffy?
All right, I'm not going to disrespect Liverpool too much because they're at home, and as we said, they could get goals out of nowhere. I'm gonna go with a 2-1 Arsenal.
Okay,
it's a low scoring game, but I think it's gonna be a dominant Arsenal performance.
Yeah, the performance will be done. Okay, cool. Like, guys, let me know what you're saying in the comments. You got 3-1 here to Liverpool. You got 2-2, 1-1. Twisted Baba with 3-0 Arsenal. Okay, that's
that name kills me every time.
2-0 to Liverpool.
I was only saying that because he's a Palace fan and they got Eze, so he's gonna glaze Eze now.
That's true. I forgot about that as well. You got 3-1. So, to be fair, most people are saying Liverpool. To be fair, in the comments, 3-2 Arsenal here. Someone asked me, "Are you expecting Arsenal defense to let in 3 goals?" So the reason why I say 3 goals is because I think Ekitike, Salah, and Gakpo, I think they're a really good front three. I really like them. They're on form as well. They've been getting goals and assists. And as much as I rate Arsenal's defense, we saw Man United get at them, and we suck. You know what I mean? We saw chances that they could be making. So I do believe that they will make chances against Arsenal's defense. Saliba, listen, I appreciate Saliba. He's top, but he hasn't been. I don't think it's been his best Saliba. We haven't seen the best Saliba for a little bit now. You know,
he hasn't been his best, but Konate, I think Konate has been worse. I feel like people don't talk about Konate enough, bro. I'll be honest. You're saying his head is in Madrid. You'd be lucky if he goes to Madrid because he hasn't been good. Wallahi, just let him go to Madrid, bro. He won't have Van Dijk covering his ass over there.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see if he goes over there. But yeah, I just think both teams will find a bit of luck. We'll have some excellent pieces of play, and they'll both be clinical. That is for sure. We've got some 4-2s in here. We've got some 3-1s to Liverpool, 2-1 Arsenal. So yeah, guys, thanks for that. We've got a super chat here as well. I get the Arsenal confidence, but they beat 2 relegation teams in United and Leeds, and Liverpool played 2 decent teams. Can Youngsters do it in big games? Let's see. We had a conversation about that earlier. Also, Emmanuel saying KJ 3-3. Arsenal have not conceded more than that.
Yeah, I don't think Arsenal concede more than 2.
That is true, man. That is true. But I really rate this Liverpool attack. I really enjoy watching.
It doesn't matter, bro. This Arsenal team, they play terroristic football, bro. Yeah, it's just like they make the game so ugly. They just bring on a bunch of 6'3" players and they just beat you up the whole game. Like, you're not scoring against them. It doesn't matter.
I will say though. You see these words, brother? I'm watching you closely, my friend.
German Mason Mount.
It works, my friend. You are letting me down. I was hoping you come in and cook because you're one of my favorite players back in the day on FIFA. And I got you in my FPL and you did niche. I took you straight out, mate. I want to see you perform. I know he's adjusting to the league, and I think he'll be fine. But this is going to be a big test for him.
People tried to compare him to me, by the way. They said Shirky hype, verts this, verts that.
Yeah, it's looking a bit crazy. Last thing before we